我找到了，就是两个很酷的女生，风格很酷。她说了她的专业是 IT. So you're gonna be programmer or what?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
你们在喝啥 Coffee, milk tea. Guys, they love milk tea over here. Okay. Hey guys, so you seen the clip of me and you probably want that for yourself, right? Maybe it seems like magic to some of you guys. But let me tell you this, guys, it's not magic. This is what happens when you stop competing in an environment that buries you under a pile of BS. So for example, in America, you might be ignored. Overseas, you get treated differently, man. People react differently to you. So we got this guy you might call the invisible man, right? And the invisible man, he's not a bum. He's a good guy. He has a job, nice career, you know, nice personality, but he doesn't really get the attention that he feels he deserves. Like maybe a lot of people, they don't treat him like he's anything particularly special. Like he might get ignored a lot, right? Like maybe he's the backup plan. He's not the first choice. Like he's the guy who did what society told him to do, but he's really not the first choice when it comes to like dating apps, social events, even at work. It looks like he's always getting undercut or just not getting any attention paid to him. And it's not even real rejection. It's just like indifference. Like a woman might just swipe past him without looking. Coworkers might forget his name. Friends don't even really treat him that special. He's just a guy like, oh, he's always going to be there, nothing special. It's not that the world hates him. It's just that the world doesn't really seem to care that much about him. And it's not even that he's failing as a person. It could be that he's in a market that doesn't really appreciate him that much because there are so many other guys around who offer about the same thing. Like the market in America is flooded with guys who they go to the gym, they have an okay job, they have a nice personality. America's filled to the brim with those kind of guys. So you're all fighting for the same scarce resources. So if we're talking about the market, when the supply is high and the differentiation is low, that's when the price goes down, man. It's like America doesn't really reward just okay anymore. Like, you know, it's okay, good enough. America doesn't really reward that, man. America rewards people who are in the extreme, like the extremes of status, the extremes of physical ability. Like you hear all these demands that maybe women have, like for a guy who's like, you know, 6'5", 7 figures, 18 inches long. All those kind of requirements get brought up in America because good enough just doesn't pass the standard anymore. You're not invisible because you have no value. You're invisible because you're in a market flooded with guys who offer basically the same thing that you have. So in America, it's kind of like winner take all, right? Like the guys who are at the top of the hierarchy, they get all the resources, all the attention. People clamor to them. They get whatever they want. While the guys who are just a few notches below that get basically nothing. So the top slice of men get all the attention in the market because women are flooded with options. Like they're flooded with options with guys like you, man. She opens up her DMs, she's smacked in the face by a million dinglings about the same size and color as yours, man. It's like the guys who are at the top are the ones she wants. She doesn't want all the other guys, even though they're flooding her DMs and she has millions of them to choose from. She wants the top guy. And dating apps make it worse because you're not even competing with guys in your neighborhood anymore. You're competing with guys all over the world who are at the top of the status hierarchy, man. They're at the top, man. So you're not just competing with this dude who, you went to school with. You're competing with this CEO who has like, all these companies, private house in Monaco. He goes there, races his race car, man. That's the guy who's in her DMs along with you. And so you might say, okay, let me just work harder. Like, let me get a better haircut. Let me go to the gym. Let me try to improve myself, improve my charisma, maybe learn some pickup lines. But you're in an environment where pretty much all the other guys are also doing that, man. So it's kind of like you're in a packed stadium, right? Pretend you're in a sports arena, a stadium, and everyone's screaming. Everyone's screaming loud at the top of their lungs. In order for you to get attention in that stadium, you're gonna have to scream harder than everyone else. And it's super difficult, man, if not impossible. So self-improvement is great, but unfortunately, some environments don't reward self-improvement the way that other environments do. And self-improvement inside of the wrong market can give you very diminishing returns on your investment. And a man can keep upgrading himself and still get buried in the environment where they don't reward guys who have your particular set of traits. And you can't really hustle your way into getting respect in an environment that isn't designed to respect guys like you. By the way, if you're tired of doing everything right in America and still not getting what you feel you deserve, I offer a free 15-minute Get Overseas strategy call. In this call, we can map out your plan to get overseas. I recommend English teaching. English teaching is the fastest way for us Americans to get overseas, making consistent income. And from there, you can build up your life and become the man you always wanted to be. So click the link in the pinned comment and description. Pick a time. And yeah, man, let's map out your strategy. We can get you out of there, buddy. So there's this one economic law about scarcity. Guys, scarcity creates value. When something isn't easily available, it's considered a lot more valuable than something where it's all over the place, it's easy to get. And the same man who looks average in one environment can be rare in another. Not because his DNA changed, but because he's in an environment where his traits are more well respected and they're not as common. So we got this concept called geographic arbitrage. So geographic arbitrage is basically you take your resources and you go somewhere else where they get more value. And a lot of guys hear that and they think it only involves money, but actually involves status. It involves things like your foreignness, your accent, your personality, the way you view the world, your cultural background. A lot of these things become more attractive when you put them in an environment where they're far less common. So we got this thing called the Expat Halo, like the halo of an angel above your head. So as a foreign man, when you arrive in a place, like for example in Asia, like China, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, you arrive in these places and you're automatically unique because you're separated from 99.9% of the population, bro. Like your haircut, your style, your way of communicating, you're instantly differentiated in a very positive way. So in America, you're just one in the crowd, but overseas, you're different, man. People are gonna be curious, like, hey, where are you from, man? Your style is different, man. I like that. They've never seen something like that before. So you automatically have those positive associations that benefit you. Like, it doesn't mean every woman you meet is gonna wanna hook up with you or anything like that. It just means that you have a lot more advantages and benefits compared to your own home environment. The market conditions change in your benefit, and you're no longer fighting the negative aspects of supply and demand. So keep this in mind, guys. Status is not fixed. Your status is not universal. A guy can be invisible in one room and unforgettable in another room. But I hear some of you guys got some objections, right? You're like, Danny, don't I need to be rich to get that overseas respect, man? Look, bro, that's your American brain talking. Like, America has trained us to think that we need to have millions of dollars just to get the basic respect from society. In reality, overseas status doesn't always require millions of dollars. Sometimes it just requires stable income, a decent job, a friendly personality, decent grooming, and you're in there, buddy. So in terms of being a bridge to get overseas, I highly recommend English teaching. I've been doing it for 12 years in the classroom and online. So in Asia especially, teaching is a very respected role and it's very consistent income. Like, there's so many different job options. You don't have to really worry about going broke overseas because you can pretty much always find an English teaching job. And it separates you from other tourists because it gives you a reason to be there. Like, sometimes when you meet people, they might be afraid to get into some kind of relationship with you because they think you're going to be gone. Like, oh, you're going to be gone soon, you're just a tourist. But you're like, no, I teach here. So they'll be like, oh yeah, we can be friends, or, you know, we can date, whatever, because you're actually planted feet down in the country. You know, you got your feet on the ground. You're not just some guy who's flimsy, might be here today, gone tomorrow. And teaching gives you a lot of skills. Like, I've gained a lot of speaking skills, presentation skills, the ability to hold the room, to read other people's emotions, you know, to be kind of entertaining. You gain a lot of skills as an English teacher that are transferable to other parts of your life. And English teaching is great for plugging you into that society you're in. So it gives you a network of people that you know, locations that you go to regularly, access to a network that can expand. Like, I've gotten job opportunities presented to me from students. I've gotten all kind of career paths, opportunities presented from people that I met through teaching. It really helps you expand your area of access in whatever country that you're in. So English teaching, it turns you from some kind of wandering foreigner who doesn't know where they're going in life to a recognized and respected role. So guys, stop begging for respect in an environment that has already decided to ignore you. A man with self-respect doesn't keep punishing himself by begging for the acceptance of people in a place where they decided they don't want people like him. Instead, he moves his value to a market where it's a lot more appreciated and he gets a much bigger return on his investment. So you are an asset, buddy. Your passport is an asset. Your personality is an asset. The things you do, your thoughts are an asset. Your background, these are things that can benefit the environment if you just choose the right environment. So the choice is yours, man. Like stay in America and keep fighting in an environment that's rigged against you, or go overseas to an environment where you're a lot more easily appreciated. You know, you have instant built-in status and you're easily differentiated from everyone around you. And you're gonna get instant benefits, man. So yeah, I put the link for the free 15-minute Get Overseas strategy call in the pinned comment. Click that, we can get on the call. I also have a private membership on this YouTube channel called the Baht Bros Club. Back there, I put all kind of videos about how to make money online, travel guides, dating stories, a lot of stuff that I can't talk about publicly. I put it in the members area. We got a lot of cool guys back there. So click the join button under this video, sign up for the Baht Bros Club. So yeah, hopefully this video inspired you to stop fighting in a rigged market and to go where you're appreciated, man. So I'll see you guys in the next video.